Hi guys, welcome back to the UK and Ireland tour. My name is Chris, aka Big Will, and today we are up against league leaders Coleraine, and we follow it up with a League Cup tie against Loughgall, who, as you can see, are also in our division. They're sat in 11th place, so it's a cup tie that we hopefully will be able to work our way through and reach the semi-final. The main highlight of today's episode, of course, is this game against Coleraine. They still remain at the top of the table. They still remain a very tough nut to crack. We're 8 points behind them. We have a 3 point gap to Glentoran at the moment. We are slowly but surely cementing ourselves in the top three. And in terms of recent form, we're not looking too bad. And despite Linfield going down to 10 men in the Antrim Shield, though, we did lose by a goal to nil. And they went down to 10 men after just 17 minutes, I think it was. We just couldn't find a way to get a goal. We won 5-2 at home against Glenarvan, 2-1 away against Cliftonville, and 3-0 away against HW Welders. We have changed things up a little bit in relation to the formation as well. Elliot Walker did want a little bit more game time, and against Cliftonville, we found that we were struggling a little bit to find the back of the net, so we actually went to just a straight up 4-4-2, and we managed a 2-1 win in the end away against Cliftonville. Elliot Walker actually scored a penalty. And the 3-0 win against HW Worlds was our first game playing the 4-4-2 from the start. And we're keeping it quite basic, to be honest. Two just out and out wingers with two standard central midfield players and a front two of Walker and Hansen. So we've got two very good finishers on there. And hopefully they can settle into a bit of a rhythm as a partnership. Obviously, today will be a telling fixture. And I have been thinking about changing the wing-backs to full-backs as well, but we'll keep them as wing-backs for now because it does give the wingers added support out there as well. Reasonably strong starting 11. Unfortunately, Jeff Osman is out for around a month's time, I think it is. It's a bit unfortunate because he's had a very good season for us so far, but unfortunately, like I say, he will miss out for a little while as of yet. So going into this game, O'Connor will be starting on that left wing. Ward remains on that right hand side as well. He again has settled into that role relatively easily, and Messam has had a very good game in this 4-4-2 setup as well last time out with a goal and an assist. So our main weakness is at right back. I think centre back we're strong in terms of quality, but not in terms of an aerial presence. Luke Grant and Alvarez, both of which are less than 6 foot tall. So there's still scope for improvement in certain positions, but hopefully we can go out there and do just do. Basically, we need to get out there and get a victory today to just close the gap on them. But we know how good they are. They're top of the table for a reason, and they are the only team in the league to have beaten us so far this season. So we're going out there hoping to put up a good fight. I'd be quite happy to take a draw, to be honest, but we need the win. That's the thing. We need to win. But a draw, to be honest, considering how well Coleraine are playing in the league this season, would be considered a good result, probably. And hopefully we can go out there and get something from the game. O'Connor swinging it into that far post, and Brown with a fantastic save there. I think it was Larmore who won the header, and it remains 0-0, but certainly positive play from us at the start of this game so far. Nicholson into Walker, goes into the penalty area, fires it in. I mean, considering he's got good composure and everything, it was a wild finish. Incidentally, he was offside anyway, but we're certainly looking dangerous from these set pieces, which, considering our lack of height, is a bit of a strange one. Walker here tried to play it across to Nicholson, and Annett intercepting really well. Messam comfortably dealing with it, though, with the support of one of the centre-backs. Alvarez now into Taylor. Now Messam. Back to Alvarez. And now Nicholson. Back to Grant. Just struggling to break that line in the midfield at the moment. Taylor is facing the right way, though. Finds Walker, and now Nicholson. Looking over the top. Ward picks it up. Chance to get it into the penalty area, and it's a decent delivery in, but Hansen is the deep lying forward. And, oh, it's a big error at the back, and Brown was the only player in that Coleraine defence that was aware, unfortunately, from our point of view, and Walker's effort is saved. And O'Connor now with the resulting corner. Again, we've looked dangerous from these set pieces. Lama is there again. and I think it actually came off Alvarez this time round. Lama missing his header, but it remains 0-0. But again, we're looking pretty strong at the moment. This 4-4-2 does seem to have helped us a little bit. I'm not too sure how it's helped us, but it has certainly helped us going forward, especially. I mean, Hansen and Walker, both very good finishers, as I've mentioned. Not seen them get too many opportunities so far, but I think the balance of the team does seem to look quite reasonable. Walker here with a corner, and Lama is there with the header, and again, off target, unfortunately. We just lack that little bit of quality from these set pieces, which is a little bit of an annoyance because we're getting plenty of them. As you can see, we are dominating proceedings here against the side at the top of the table. We'll tell the lads to keep doing what they're doing, but at the moment, which is unfortunate, our best attacking talents in Ward, Hanson, and Walker are actually our poorest performers on the day. Mallon here with a free kick, fires it in, and Berry tips it over the crossbar. Not a bad effort at all, really. It remains 0-0, but we just need to be a little bit careful, and we need to just build our way back into this second half and try and find ourselves a goal, because we certainly deserve to be ahead in this game. We are dominating proceedings, like I say, and the style of play is exactly the same as we were in the 4-3-3. But unfortunately, we're just really struggling to find the back of the net, despite the number of chances we're creating. Ward is going to come off here, and we're going to get Candermere on that right-hand side. Nicholson's on a yellow card, which isn't ideal. Moore is going to come on in central midfield, and O'Connor is struggling as well. Unfortunately, we haven't actually got a left winger available to us then, if we do take O'Connor off. Lama's struggling as well, so we'll bring Lowry on and put him on the left-hand side, maybe. He's not particularly quick, is he? How quick's Moore? Moore's reasonably paced. Candermere will be fine. Switch them two over, maybe. They do that way. Looks like it's going to be that way round, I think. It's going to have to be. 3 changes in midfield. Not something I'd normally like to do, if truth be told, but we'll offer some encouragement to the lads, because it's been a very good performance, but we've just lacked quality in front of goal today, which, considering I've bigged up Walker and Hansen so far, is a bit of a disappointment. And Alvarez wins that header. Jesper Moore picks it up, finds Elliot Walker, and again he just loses out to McKenna, not fully committed to that challenge. And now Robinson into Smythe. Now McKendry. Coleraine again, just growing into the game. Nicholson intercepting well though, finds Hansen. Serkan Kandemir has support ahead of him if he can find it. He goes alone, and Serkan Kandemir scores his first goal for the club. He did actually score in one of the previous matches recently, but it was disallowed for offside. But we finally, and very much deservedly, do take the lead here. It's a good run from Serkan Kandemir. He couldn't get caught by the defenders, and it's a lovely finish into the bottom corner. He's more of a striker, really. He's got a very good finishing ability, Kandemir. But he's out on that right-hand side today, and he has given us the lead here against the league leaders. And this could be a big result for us, and it could just really improve our potential credentials for finishing in a European slot for next season. And Alvarez wins that header. Now Jasper Moore into Nicholson. Now Hansen. Kandemir picks it up, has support in the centre again, but he goes alone again, and he plays it in, and there is Walker at the far post, and Kandemir has changed this game here. A goal and an assist from him since coming off the bench. What a performance from the youngster. And we are 2 goals to the good now, and we are heading for a very comfortable 3 points now. It didn't look like we were going to get there in the end, but it's finally come good, and it's come thanks to the substitution, of course. Like I say, Kandemir, excellent after coming off the bench. And a thoroughly deserved victory. We've dominated possession, we've dominated in chances, and we have beaten the league leaders. It's a great result, and we push on from there, and hopefully we can push on and win this cup tie against Loughgall. And it's opened a 5-point gap now to 4th place Glentoran. We're now 5 points behind Coleraine, and we're within touching distance in goal difference as well. So there's every opportunity that, given a couple of results going our way against other opposition, as well as Coleraine and Linfield dropping points, we could be in with an opportunity this year. But obviously, we're building a foundation at the moment, and things do continue to go quite well. It's only 3 days till the Loughgall game, so bear with me. We'll be right back for that one, and hopefully we can continue our good form. Okay then, guys, here we go for the game in the cup against Loughgall. Um, Nothing too much has happened in the meantime. We are looking at potentially selling one or two players, hopefully in the coming transfer window. There's been no offers for them, but unfortunately, we do need to reduce the wage budget somewhat. And we have got one or two unhappy players as well because they're not playing regularly. So there's things that still need working on. And going into this game, we are rotating a little bit following that league game. Ryan Ward is struggling for fitness, as is Lama, so both of them and Luke Messon will miss out today. Neverson and Jeffcott come in at fullback. Harbinson and Grant start at centre back as well. O'Connor remains on that left wing, despite him struggling for fitness a bit as well. Taylor and Nicholson in midfield with Moore on the right hand side. Candermere starts up front with Walker. Hansen is on the bench, so there will be a bit of rotation in there. Allison could also come on as well at some point, but he has also requested a transfer because he's just not playing. Likewise, um, the Italian Thomas Render, which I wouldn't really mind because he's not really settled into the side and he's on 1.5 grand a week. So it's the kind of thing that we need to sort out, really. We went a little bit early in the transfer market for one or two of these players, and then we found better players on a lot less money. So all of these non-league players, of course, that we brought in, certainly have settled into their rhythm so far. So we want to go out there, get through this quarter final, and make it into a semi-final. And obviously, if we can win any kind of competition this season, it would be a great achievement, considering the fact that we've pretty much thrown this squad together. It's Walker there. I mean, Moore with a great header back across, by the way, but Walker couldn't quite get it on target. It was a very, very tight angle. Very positive start from our point of view, though. And it's Hunter lays it back to Graham, finds a pass into Ferris. It's a good tackle from Taylor. And we pick it up again. Cirkin Candermere into O'Connor. Coming down this left-hand side, trying to get it into the penalty area. It's a good block by the defender. Neverson into Taylor. Couldn't find Nicholson. Gibson intercepted well, and Hunter finds Ferris. There's no offside here. And what a great tackle that was. Well, a penalty's been given. I thought Harbinson did well just to get back at him, but a penalty's been given, and Loughgall with the chance to go ahead here. It's very unfortunate from our point of view, and it's into the bottom corner. Berry going the wrong way, and we find ourselves behind. It looked like a positive start, but that counter-attack has completely destroyed us. And now Hunter with a free kick, and it's fired in from Ross Hunter, and we're now 2 goals down. And it looks like we're heading out of the cup. As things stand, we need to really pick it up here. This is a very, very poor start from us. Glenavon are beating Glentoran and Coleraine are beating Dungannon at the moment as well. This is very lackluster from our point of view. O'Connor's got an injury as well. We've got nobody that can play on that left-hand side. Teenan's in our reserves at the moment. Because again, he's just not playing. He's transfer listed as well. Here's Neverson, Harbinson, Neverson, trying to switch the play. Moore knocks it down to Nicholson, and now Jeffcott. Good run here from Jasper Moore, trying to get it into the penalty area. I don't know if it was a shot or not, but it took a deflection and straight into the hands of the goalkeeper. We're going to have to take O'Connor off. Lowry's going to come on that left-hand side, which isn't ideal. And we'll just have to hope for the best, I think, here. We've actually done really well in the game. Despite being 2-0 down, we've really picked it up. They've had 2 attempts at goal and scored them both. And I think, to be honest, they're just trying to rest on what they've got. That's a good switch of play. Neverson into Lowry. Neverson into Candermere. It's a good strike and Moore touches it onto the post. And it's cleared away. Loughgall just, I mean, they're holding firm, put it that way, but we're not playing badly. And that's the frustrating thing. And this happened in that Linfield game when they had the red card early on. We had 20-odd attempts at goal, 10 shots on target, and we just could not break down that defence. Here's Walker into Jeffcott. Needs support, finds a great pass into Walker, and Moore tips it over the crossbar. And again, a little bit of desperation in the finishing at the moment. And it's a disappointing first half because we're behind, but we've dominated the game. And it's very frustrating when these things happen. Say they've had 2 attempts at goal and scored them, and that's all you can say. Harbinson with the header, and now Boyle lays it back to the goalkeeper Moore, and again he just launches it forward. It's Route 1 stuff. Grant comfortably heading to Neveson, and now Lowry has support ahead of him if he can find it, but in the end squares it to Taylor, and now Walker into Harbinson, and now Grant. Neveson over the top. Candemir controls it well, needs support, and he did well to get the ball across, but again, it's kept out. Jeffcott now into Nicholson, struck from distance, and it's off the crossbar this time. And again, we just can't break them down. Here's Hunter now on the counter-attack, into Gibson. And now Brogan. Given the way our game's gone today so far, I wouldn't have been surprised if they'd have scored that, but they've had 3 attempts at goal, that's it. Scored 2 of them. 16 attempts at goal we've had today. 5 on target. We've dominated possession. And it's been a very frustrating match from our point of view, really. We've played some really good football. But we're just not looking like we're going to score at all today, which is incredibly frustrating. Because again, we're still creating plenty of chances. I'm going to offer some encouragement because there's no way that I can have a go at them. We're putting a lot of effort in, and it's going to be a very similar game to what happened last time. Paul Allison's going to come on. Walker is going to come off for Hansen. Because again, we're struggling for fitness with 1 or 2 of these boys as well. Render's going to come on at centre-back. Again, in midfield, we've just been so poor. Ryan Ward is going to come on as well for Moore. And we'll just see how things go. I mean, we thoroughly deserve to be doing better than we are in this game. We really do. I mean, 20 attempts at goal now, 7 shots on target, and we've not looked like scoring a goal. Again, we'll offer encouragement, try and just give the lads a bit of positivity because, again, it's been a really good performance. But they've got the 2 early goals and they've just rested on it. And we've failed to break them down. And that is something that's definitely going to have to be worked on. But our midfield didn't play very well. It must be said. Nicholson with a 6.3. Taylor 6.6. Moore 6.4. I mean, there's no excuses for the fact that we didn't score in that game. Absolutely no excuses at all. It's a poor result. We're out of another cup competition. And certainly things to work on. But considering how well we played, there's no cause for concern. I mean, we really did play well there. But we just couldn't find a goal. And considering the quality that we've got in terms of our strikers, I mean, Candemir has already proven how good he can be. And Elliot Walker, excellent goal scorer for the most part, as is Christian Hansen. Those two are quite similar, in fact, in terms of quality and type of player, but we just couldn't find the back of the net in that game. I know we rotated defensively, but I think even defensively we looked strong. It was the 1 error for the penalty and a really good free kick, and that was that. So it's disappointing because we very much could have won that game comfortably as well. We'll probably come back around mid to late December. I'll have a look at previous fixtures that we've already seen, but we'll certainly get 5 or 6 games out of the way, I think. I mean, Larn, obviously we've had an episode already. That's right in the middle of it all, but could be a game that we come back for. And there's a lot of games, to be fair, in January as well. So we might even push through toward the end of the month. Clifton, Phil and Welders, maybe at the end of December, and then we'll get through January and see what happens from there. But it's a lot of games to get through that, isn't it? Before the next episode in that case. So we'll see how things go anyway. We'll probably come back in the middle, potentially a little bit later on, but we'll see how things go in the meantime. So until next time, guys, thank you very much for your support. Please like, subscribe to the channel. It is all greatly appreciated. I will see you all next time. This is Big Will, signing away.